Book 69 short version, Tariffs, Views from Masterpieces. Tariffs have always occupied a contentious place in the theater of economic policy. In 1776, Adam Smith released The Wealth of Nations, a blueprint for what would become modern capitalism. Smith argued that free trade was an extension of the division of labor on a global scale, and that tariffs interfered with the natural efficiency of markets. A generation later, David Ricardo extended Smith's logic in his 1817 work, Principles of Political Economy and Taxation, introducing the groundbreaking idea of comparative advantage. Even if one nation is better at producing everything, it benefits more by specializing in what it's relatively best at and trading for the rest. But not all thinkers were so sanguine about free trade. In 1841, Friedrich List challenged Smith and Ricardo with the national system of political economy, arguing that their theories reflected the perspective of already industrialized Britain. List believed that young nations must protect their infant industries from overwhelming foreign competition until they matured. For him, tariffs were not just defensive tools. They were investments in national sovereignty, tools of state building and industrial strength. Long before List, American founding father Alexander Hamilton expressed similar ideas in his report on manufactures, 1791. He argued that tariffs and subsidies were necessary to build a strong, self-reliant economy. After World War I, John Maynard Keynes wrote The Economic Consequences of the Peace, 1919, warning of a Europe sliding into nationalism, protectionism, and economic fragmentation. He saw the post-war use of tariffs and reparations not as rational policy, but as vengeance with economic consequences. A few years before Keynes, Norman Angell published The Great Illusion, 1910. The Great Illusion is the belief that nations can enrich themselves by impoverishing others. Tariffs, in his view, were old-world relics clashing with a new reality. He warned, tariffs could undo the fragile web of trade and provoke conflict instead of preventing it. What are your thoughts on tariffs? A topic never grows old.